and breathe. Wow. 6-goal thriller in Glasgow. Scotland 4, Denmark 2. And can you say you'd be surprised if you watch the game, especially from the first half? Yes. But yeah, let's get into it. You know it is the sports conversation. Let's again. And let's break this match down. So we check out the lineups first. No surprises. Maybe bar Ericsson not playing because Ericsson was on the bench. And they instead of playing Ericsson, they played Victor Froholt, a very promising youngster from Porto this season, killing it with Rodrigo Mora. No, I don't really delve into that. Hoyland up top, Damsgaard providing width and creativity of the left. Isaacson with also doing the same on the right. Højbjerg man in the midfield, Dogu, Christensen, Anderson, and another Christensen on the right, and then Schmeichel in goal. Again, your standard Danish team. And then you look at Scotland's team. You have Robertson and Aaron Hickey as fullbacks. You have Lewis Ferguson of Bologna in the midfield. You have McTominay. He started off at centre forward, but drifted in after what happened quickly in the match. We'll get into it. John McGinn, Ben Doak, who was exciting in the game, but again, we'll get into it. And yes, Dykes was put in for physicality reasons. So boom, we start the match. And literally 3 minutes into the game, ball is floated up by Ben Doak into the air, and McTominay literally does one of the best bicycle kicks you ever see. I can put money on that. Out of the blue, and I'm like, yo. And I further went on to tweet the person who scouted him and profiled him earlier in his career needs to be locked up for real. This is not a midfielder. This guy, the striker instincts on him are crazy. I promise you, if someone like Hoyland has his type of instincts, I mean, different conversation. But boom, scores a very beautiful bicycle kick. Put Scotland up 1 goal on the night. And mind you, Scotland need a win to qualify. A draw will make Denmark qualify automatically. And a win for Denmark will also make them qualify. But the only way Scotland could qualify automatically today was with a win. Since they had the group standings were Denmark on 11 and Scotland on 10. Heading towards the last game. That's this game we're talking about. So yes, McTominay literally equalizes everything and makes so at that point in time, Scotland were looking forward to their automatic slots. Cool. Boom. On the right hand side, even before the goal and after the goal, on the right hand side, you could see Dogu struggling a little bit against Ben Doak because Ben Doak was literally going at him with his pace every single time, frying him for about 20 minutes that he was on the pitch, fry him, and unfortunately he got an injury. Prayers up for the guy. From the cameo we saw a promising talent from Bournemouth, but again, prayers up for him. He had to be stretchered off, unfortunately. Yes, I even forgot to even say this. Literally right after McTominay scored, Hoyland had a chance, missed it. I don't think I have a screenshot for that, but he had a chance, missed it, unfortunately. So yes, Ben Doak is substituted off, and literally after you could tell the game plan was to use Ben Doak as an outlet to alleviate any stress on either the midfield or the defense. Right after he went off, you could tell from that moment even to the end of the match, you could tell the game plan had to be tweaked a little bit, and you could tell by the patterns of plays and everything that it wasn't originally what they wanted to do, but they had to improvise. I mean, that you have to if you want to go to North America next year. So boom, he goes off. Now Denmark really starts coming into the game. I would say there's Damsgaard is really taking the reins off Ericsson. He's taking that creativity role. This game, even though maybe he didn't have a start, no goal, no assist. If you watch the game, you'll be able to notice that yes, He's putting an imprint on this game. He's leaving a mark on the game. He's creating for people. He's creating for everyone around him. He's creating for, literally. I think I counted like about 4 runs in the first half where Hoyland made a run and Damsgaard found him. It was just left to Hoyland to get the positioning right and maybe to finish a bit better. But I mean, it's cool. Now speaking of Hoyland, after Bendok went off and Denmark started growing into the game, he had a goal disallowed. I don't know how you disallow that goal. I'll pop the screenshots or even the mini recording on the screen. I don't know how this is a foul, because literally, even if there's contact, the defender accepted the contact and then reacted literally a second and a half after. So like you could tell it was deliberate. I don't think that goal should have been chalked up. I think Hoyland had to get that goal. Again, it was a good finish top corner, but again, disallowed. So still 1-0 to Scotland. Still 1-0 to Scotland. I have in my notes over here. I'm sorry. Even though Dogu scored today, bro is piss poor. I could count like about 7 to 8 crosses that he couldn't make, either the ground crosses or even the floating crosses. I think it's only one that he got through, and that one Hoyland headed it over, unfortunately. But his crossing is poor. I now understand why United fans always have a problem with, yes, my at the left hand side of, I now see it. I now see it, guys. I now see it. So boom. Still 1-0. Still 1-0 up. Into halftime, they take the lead 1-0. So they are still poised to hold it at that point. Second half comes, and literally 10 minutes after second half, Robertson, who is today, I think, the captain, no? Yes, the captain. He makes a boneheaded decision, literally taking Isaacson off his feet at the edge of the box, and I'm like, you know that the situation your country is in. Why would you even put yourself in that kind of position? Like, and they went to VAR, and of course, once VAR calls the referee, you know what time it is. So yes, Denmark were awarded a penalty to equal it on the night and again try and qualify. Hoyland takes the ball, slots it into the top corner. I mean, it's a good penalty. So boom, 1-1, and Denmark are ahead, quote unquote, in the group. 3 to 4 minutes after the penalty conversion, the Christensen guy, I think he used to play for Leeds. Christensen makes another boneheaded, like, I still don't understand. You know you're on a yellow card. You know the situation of the game. It's 1-1. It can sway into any part. And literally before and after your goals, Denmark were dominating the game. Not dominating, but they had a foothold in the game. Why would you bring down a runner for no reason? Literally, he was just running he was running on the flank. He wasn't even inverting. He was running across. He was running on the flank side. So he had nowhere to go, and you fouled him for no reason. Of course, they'll card you, and once they card you, they already know you're on a yellow card. So of course, you'll be sent off. He spoiled the flow of the game. He got sent off in the 61st minute. Unfortunately. No, what do I mean unfortunately? Fortunately. So boom, it's now a 9 versus 10 situation where Scotland need a goal to qualify. I won't say they keep pressing, but Denmark had their own opportunities even during the span. That I feel like the red card really swayed the game, like it put the game in no man's land. Because even when it was 10 versus 11, there were stints of the game where Denmark were actually doing their thing. I have to give props to Isaacson, Gustav Isaacson, I think, of Lazio. Very, very top player. As the commentator said, he's a very positive player in everything he does. He doesn't, when he gets the ball, he doesn't look to go back. He just wants to either take his man on or make the right. He just wants solutions to whatever he gets. So props to that guy. So boom, 78th minute. Scotland gets a corner. and it's an Olympico type thing because Ferguson crosses the ball inward, a quick inward cross, and I don't know what sort of set piece defense is that. Literally into the near post, no one is there, and Shankland gets the leg on it. Of course, Schmeichel can't do anything about it. So Scotland go up 2-1, back in front and getting themselves up for what you may call it, for to qualify. Now, literally 2 to 3 minutes after, as I said, Denmark, even when they were playing 10 versus 11, they were still doing their thing. Now, dog, they keep pushing. Isaacson crosses the ball into the box. It's headed out and it's controlled. Once it's controlled by Christensen, which I'm like, it's like a pull up in Texas. What are you doing here? Controls the ball, passes it down, lays it off to Dogu, and Dogu just slots it into the bottom corner. 2-2. Denmark are now on top of the group again. 81st minute. Now, because after this goal, Denmark looked to hold back because again, you could tell they were fatigued and they genuinely had to step back a little bit. And that's when Scotland made some changes. If that's around, yeah. Scotland made some changes. Tierney came on, Che Adams came on. Now, 90 minutes hits, and Scotland are pumping. They are pumping. They don't really have creative players to play on the ground. So their main tactic of attacking is it's in the air. It's aerial balls. It's second chances. It's set piece. When I say set piece, I mean throw-ins and everything. All the quote unquote dark art things. That's where they excel in. Boom. Everyone is entering the box. A cross is put into the box. It's headed out, and Kieran Tierney unleashes a killer from I think 30 yards out, which up to now I'm still baffled by. I'm like, I know you don't have this in your locker. I saw you play for us now. You don't have this in your locker, but I mean, heat of the moment, and it went and you look. I took a look at the replay again. It literally swept by two. When I say swept, it literally swept by two Danish defenders' heads, and Schmeichel could do nothing at all. So again, 3-2 up to Scotland. Scotland are now on top of the group, and now Denmark have to push everything because it's 90 plus. You have to go for broke, and in that process, McLean was left. They did receive a ball. I think it was 3-2. McLean was on the halfway line, and bro invoked his inner Wayne Rooney and lobbed it over Schmeichel, making it 4-2 and literally ending the game. Very, 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 very exciting game. If you watch this game is a very, very exciting game. If I'll give a man of the match to someone, I'll give the man of the match to Lewis Ferguson. I think he ran a lot of yards in the midfield for Scotland. Basically manning the midfield because McTominay was always up like an inside forward type player. So yes, I'll give it to Lewis Ferguson of Bologna. And yeah, that's the end of the breakdown. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.